right, we're here with Valley Flying to have a bunch of fun and silliness, and we're going to talk about T4.
Ravager Boomer.
Ravager Boomer.
Is this your next T4, my friend?
I mean, there's people in chat that are like, okay, Ravager. I'm like, wow, that hurts. It hurts. Okay, Ravager. Actually, no, it's quite fine. That's
Are you a baby boomer? Are you really a baby boomer?
Yeah, dude, all the boomers in my area legit do not care about isolation. They are out shopping more than anyone. I can personally verify it. Okay. So,
all right,
we got our roster right here.
6.1 million.
Yeah, I know. More importantly is that I have 6 war MVPs to your 0.
Yeah.
No, you have 1.
No, I have one.
And more importantly is
it was in one that we lost. It was in one that we lost.
Okay, I think all of mine. I think all of mine are for what we lost. But more importantly, I have 10,000 blitz wins to your like 30,000 or some astronomical number. I have no idea. Yeah, you're a madman, and I can see
2 years of blitzing hard.
Yeah, blitz harder, my friend. All right, so we're gonna first discard the brief. I'm gonna talk about the T4s that I put on and ones that I've been thinking about, but primarily right now I've been focusing on characters that are recently farmable. Like, I don't like putting T4s on characters that are not farmable. So recently, as Guardians have been made farmable, you know, we have some moderate access to Sif. I took her to 6 stars today. You know, Heimdall right now, Hela is in a node, and so I've been putting T4s. I did put the T4 on Hela, which I've been liking. I've got it on 2 of hers, and those are fine.
I just gotta say, those are some sexy red stars.
Yeah,
I know. Guardians, my friend.
I know,
Jeez.
right? It's like,
my goodness.
It's almost scary, and I thinking I would just want to kind of run with it, just because I know that it's gonna be annoying. So like. You know, I have room for another Mystic, right, for Dark Dimension 3. And we're going to talk about Dark Dimension 3 quite a bit in this video. And it's like, oh, do I do Thor or Loki? And then, oh, Sif is skill. And it's like, you can do whatever you want with skill. Might as well do Sif, right? And it's like, Thor is way more annoying all the time, like specifically on defense and war. So why not do Thor? So I'm kind of going back and forth between Thor and Loki. I haven't made up my mind yet, but, you know, I'll put it down in the comment section. I probably should do a poll of some kind. What do you think?
You know what? I'm super biased, and this is probably not the best in-game decision, but I would go with Thor.
Yeah,
Thor's cooler than Loki.
Yeah,
although Loki's moves are a little better. But
yeah, I'm definitely.
Like
so I did put a T4 on Loki, and this was because of your recommendation.
Nice.
This basically extends the stealth for 2 turns. I ended up using Loki a lot of places all the time in different challenges and things like that, and it just seems helpful to have 2 turns instead of 1 turn.
Let me ask you this: has this upped your defensive wins with your Asgardians?
Yeah, I do get 1. At least it seems like every other war if not here, I get it from somewhere else, but I do get them from this team quite a bit.
I got one more I like with Loki right there. His special. If you're going to be using them a lot, getting 2 mind controls instead of 1.
It goes from 75% to 100% right here. Okay, so if I end up taking Loki into Dark Dimension 3, this is going to be in a very important ability because it has low cooldowns, and if you played in Dark Dimension 3, the problem with Dark Dimension 3 is they hit for like 200,000. And so it's like, why not use that against them? Seems very useful. This seems like seems to be more practical for Dark Dimension 3, but I think Thor is more fun. And one that I'm thinking about is Heimdall's right here. His passive.
Oh yes,
where basically
that is a war one. That's a war one.
So basically, it goes to all Asgardians right here. And it applies it to 2 turns. So it goes.
Do it now. You have the T4.
It goes
I'm covering it, but you got the T4.
It goes from 3 to all of them, right? Oh, well, because if that defense up is on like Thor, because usually the opposing team's going for Thor right away, right? And let's say they're using like Aimtron to go up against them. Well, if Thor doesn't get the defense up, which is completely random, but if he does, maybe the stun won't stick. You know what I mean? There's all kinds of stuff. Do you think I should just do this one?
I think you should just do that one. You got a beefy Asgardian team, and you're doing, they're farmable now.
Only
thing you're missing on him.
Do you think
If not now, eventually. If not now, eventually, you should do this one for war defense.
War defense? Okay. I mean, I wish this did something outside of war. I mean, 10%
yeah.
focus.
Okay, that would be the argument against it because it's primarily for war defense.
Yeah. Oh. Okay, we'll do it. We're gonna just do it because you said to do it. Okay, we did it. All right. Because
all right. Let's see how many defensive wins you get now, my friend.
Well, that's the second time you've told me to do that one, and I did the Loki one. That's fine. Now the other one that I did was on Hydra. Hail Hydra. Oh, Hail Hydra.
Hail Hydra.
And I want to say that I don't think that I need to.
You passed it. You passed it.
I know. I can't. I don't know my alphabets. All right. So here's the thing. Here's my RedSkull, and
okay,
let's just briefly talk about RedSkull. RedSkull's super annoying, but word on the street is no matter how high you take them, they're going to be countered by Black Bolt. And it's not like you can get them high enough, is what I'm hearing from people that put a ton of reasons, or Remenex put a ton of resources to him. He says, I think it was a waste. I'm still getting punched up against Black Bolt. However, this team right here is amazing against everybody but Black Bolt. Like, there's not much you could do with it. And apparently, Ironheart's going to be a counter. We talked about that in your video, but I did put the T4 on Hydra Rifle Trooper. Seems useful. Basically, he gets and always assist. So basically, he's always assisting whenever they do the heal or they do a summon or they give the ability up. And as opposed to it's like only 60%. So this becomes kind of like a Punisher passive. And when he dies, he comes back up and AOZs. He does more damage. This seems like a good thing. But I don't really want to go all out on Hydra. I think Hydra is just like super annoying. You have to use your Black Bolt Inhumans, and then in theory, we talked about it at length in your channel, so I don't really want to get into it too length. But word on the street.
Well, let me just justify that one a little more, because you got two people that do non-attacking moves. You got a scientist and you got Hydra Armored Guard that does a non-attacking move. So you build Rifle Trooper up.
All of them do.
Well, on turn one, they're gonna do non-attack. They're gonna
all four of them do.
Who's the other one?
RedSkull.
Oh, sniper. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So he's attacking on every single turn. I think that is.
Well, and
that's a good one.
Fact,
that's a good one.
If you go in Blitz, you can go up against Brotherhood, right? And Magneto comes in and puts blind. Okay, so then the sniper misses, right? The very first one. The other four, he gets an assist, and it's beautiful in Blitz on offense. And it's actually, if you're blitzing a lot, I think it's a very helpful one. But the thing is that
I might do that one.
I think that the word on the street is that Ironheart is going to be a counter because they're going to add something that's not in game right now, which will make him RedSkull take damage. And this was confirmed by the developers. And quickly, basically, this ability right here is going to get 100,000 focus in war to apply defense down, and RedSkull, in fact, will take damage if he has defense down. It's just that he has 10,000 resistance to it, but she's going to have 100,000. The end. Power Camera is supposed to be a counter to RedSkull. We will see. Everything's subject to change. Who knows? But that's the word on the street.
If and when she gets released.
Yes, I know. It was pushed back. So everything's going to get pushed back forever. Don't you know? Don't you know what's going on?
Everything.
Okay.
This is our new norm, my friend.
I know, right? This is the way it's going to be.
Hot Pockets for dinner.
Yeah, dude, I eat a Hot Pocket for dinner. I love Hot Pockets. And if you don't like Hot Pockets, you're wrong. But it has to be pepperoni. Nobody likes the ham and cheese. I kind of like the ham and cheese. They're actually all kind of delicious. But I actually had to eat a 4-cheese Hot Pocket the other day. I mean, this is what this world is coming to. I had to eat a 4-cheese Hot. Can you believe it?
Can I get a Hot Pocket for the giveaway?
Yes.
If I like this video.
I know, right? Anyways,
all right. You got to the dark. You weren't in Dark Dimension 3 the last time we did this video.
Okay.
So let's talk about T14.
Okay.
Gear 14.
First things first. Phoenix is everything, right? No brainer. You have to do Phoenix. She will do 80-90% of the damage for at least the first 8 nodes. Like Phoenix, you have to have Phoenix. It's just auto occlude, right? Phoenix. Plus she's mutant and she's probably the best mutant to choose. I mean, what are you going to do? Mr. Sinister and Sabretooth? I don't know. Phoenix. Number 2, Hela. Not because Hela is amazing, and she is. but it mostly has to do with her summon, and her summon is just which we call Greg. But I mean, the opponents in Dark Dimension 3 hit for 200,000. They one-shot everything. Doesn't matter what. Doesn't matter if you have defense up. It just seems like they just get deleted, right? And this guy, every time that they hit him and they're not hitting Hela or Ultron or Phoenix or whatever, it's a win. And sometimes you just get really good RNG, because for me, I go into my Dark Dimension nodes is like, Phoenix eventually dies, right? And she comes up and does her middle ability. If she can make it to her ultimate, you save that round. It's really about that only. And Greg makes that possible, because sometimes they just attack him for no reason whatsoever, and that's the round you save. So I'm really sold on this guy. I mean, he's amazing. Greg for president. I love him. He's great, and Hela's good also. But like even like Ultron is not being that helpful. But let me just say this. I'm only doing meta characters now. It's just like, I don't know if it matters too much, because it's all about Phoenix and it's just going to take forever. So just do meta characters, get value out of it. Use your arena teams, use your U7 teams. It's just might as well, because I mean, rushing into it, I don't know. Like, I got 2 characters that I think are garbage, and I'm going to get to that. Black Bolt, he actually is tanky enough. He almost has 200,000 health. He's tanky enough, and he pings. He does a lot of damage.
Look at your red stars on him too.
I know,
My
right?
goodness.
I know. I have no 7 stars, but I'll take all of the 6 stars. I will take a high value 6 star over a 7 star any day. My 7 star, 6 red star Black Bolt's amazing. Okay, so Black Bolt, that just happened today, so I think he's great. Hela's great, but I'm going to use Black Bolt everywhere, literally everywhere. Arena, War, U7, Dark Dimension 3, just like any possible place I could want to use them. Ultron's fine. Now we're getting into Shield Medic. Absolute trash. Yeah, I would stop. That is not good. Do not do that. For some weird reason, Casino and I had the same idea that there was going to be some use for sustain. There's no sustain whatsoever in Dark Dimension 3. It's literally you just get blown up because they're hitting for 200,000. And it's the complete opposite of Dark Dimension 2. Dark Dimension 2, where they were high health, low damage. This is complete opposite. Well, they have high health too. It's just, like, you just die. Shield Trooper.
Hey, can I ask you a follow-up question about Hela?
Sure.
You think about building up Nobu, because he could revive Greg, and you could have multiple Gregs on the field, multiple turn meter down, and taking off some of the damage?
I get asked that question a lot. Okay, so I have an answer for that question. The answer to that question is I think somebody else should do it first and get back to me. And if someone else does it first and they make a video saying it's the best thing ever, then I will look into it. But right now, I'm not, out of spite, I'm not doing Nobu. Someone else can mess around with I don't want a 14 Nobu. What if they decide it's a glitch and they fix it? I don't know. But anyways, Shield Trooper was really an efficient way of getting in, but at the end of the day, he was a waste and doesn't do much. And that's fine. Shield Medic and Shield Trooper, little to no value. It's just the way it is. I'm happy with these other 4. And, right now I'm working on Scientist Supreme. She seems very good. And we'll just take it from there. I think Yo-Yo, Scientist Supreme, and Minerva, and maybe Sif, because there's not a lot of good choices for skill. And then we'll tackle City when we get there. So, what do you think? What do you think about Dark Dimension 3, man? You need to get in there and do it, man.
I got to get in there. I've seen it. It doesn't look fun. It's something I might be doing a lot of autoing, kind of like I did Dark Dimension 1.
No, you don't need to auto. You don't need to auto. It's so fast.
Oh, it's quick. Okay.
Yeah, it's so fast that you don't auto. It's actually you put it on 1x instead of 3x, because you need to be able to back out, and you just go in until you get the right RNG, and then for me, it's all contingent on Phoenix getting her ultimate. She dies, she does her special, she does her ultimate. That takes 3 or 4 attempts sometimes. And so for me, it's just about going in. Okay, so these are some standard teams right here.
Woo! And look at those Asgardians, man, I'm so jealous of the Asgardians.
And to anybody watching, I do not care about Blitz. So these are my war teams, basically. I Blitz, I just do it. I don't care about Blitz. I mean, they do fine in Blitz, but Asgardians on defense. This team on defense, this really is all about
Shield Trooper.
Yeah, this.
I saw you post a picture of him on Instagram.
Yeah. So yeah, the real trooper, right?
The real one.
Yeah, the actual person. Yeah. Yeah. And then this is all about her anyways. And this actually gets wins. Now, this is where I'm conflicted. We talked about this a little bit in your video is I can put Kingpin and Crossbones somewhere else, right? And the thing is I have like a 30K Toad and Blob. Like, when do I put those guys in? I'm working on them. Do I wait till they get to 35 and then I have 35, 35, replace the 50s and 50s? What do you think?
Okay, the key to that team is Toad. You're going to need his focus up. So I don't know if 30K is enough focus to remove some of the buffs off of that shield team, because you're going to start with a lot of buffs. You're not going to be able to blind them with Magneto. So if he could remove those buffs on turn 1, then you should be set. Okay. But I went into matchups, and instead of using Magneto's ultimate, using the special on Shield Security, and still winning the match that way. Just their turns just match up so well. And if Toad gets all those buffs off in the beginning, it's like perfect.
That is nice, because I've been using Cyclops, Phoenix against as Guardians, sometimes. So if I can use this, because this team has been reserved for like BKT. BKT's coming off of defense, and the reason why is they don't hold up well, and maybe you have to
try them. Put your Toad and Blob in there. Okay. See how they do against the Coulson team.
I'll get.
I've liked them. I've liked them.
Okay,
so
I gotta try it. Long term, I'm gonna have to do it no matter what, because it makes sense.
Eventually,
right? Yeah. It's just like, but it's like I have to dedicate the time and the resources to them when there's so many other things. I kind of got distracted with RedSkull, and because you had to take up all 5 of those, 5 total characters up, because I didn't have them developed, and it's like, wow, that kind of took away from my Toad and Blob. Power armor, this guy's probably getting replaced by Ironheart, because then it'll be a counter. In theory, I don't know. We'll see. But in theory, it's supposed to be a counter to RedSkull.
So is he going? He's going on as Avengers and Shield Troopers is going to trash bin.
Well, Black Widow movie was coming out, right? And who knows what's happening with that? Like,
the latest I heard was November, replacing the what was the movies? I don't know. I forget the movie.
The movie, I imagine, is done.
Eternals.
Yeah,
Eternals.
It's done, but they're stalling everything right now, and that's
fine. The theaters aren't open. There's no theaters right now.
Yeah. Like, anyways, what a weird time this is, right? Once in 100 years, right?
There's never been anything like this in human history where everything's closed.
No, well,
even other pandemics. History,
but this stuff happened 100 years ago, right? I don't know.
There have been pandemics, but not like this closing down the world.
In this modern, in our generation, maybe even my grandparents' generation.
Maybe there's.
I don't know what it was like back then, but that was 100 years ago.
Craziness.
Yeah. Anyways, Ironheart's I think there's gonna be Black Widow reworks, and they may just go forward with that, even without the movies coming out. Who knows? But Black Widow, I'm sure will. The Black Widow, maybe Vision will go with that. Maybe the new WandaVision TV show. Maybe there'll be some tie-in with Scarlet Witch. Who knows? But anyways, Vision has always been flexible, right? He's
a great character. Yeah. Great character.
I'm using
Ironheart's better on power armor.
I'm using this to punch down massive against RedSkull. Like pray that it doesn't time out, like autoplay, and just
194 Hydra team. Is that who that's good against?
And the problem that I have is that I have this set up with Minerva next to Star-Lord, and I need to right now switch this around and put Rocket.
Switch Star-Lord and Groot, and you're good.
Yeah, switch Star-Lord and Groot, or switch. No, I don't want to do that. I want to switch Rocket and Minerva. I'm not going to listen to you.
Okay. This is same effect, but yeah.
Anyways, you need Rocket to AoE a bunch, and I was playing it wrong because I had Star-Lord next to Minerva. It needs to be the other way around.
That's a Dark Dimension 2 setup right there.
That's a Dark Dimension 2 setup, but it's actually better in most cases with Rocket. At least on that matchup, you just need Rocket going off always.
Yep.
Inhumans, yes. Phoenix, and I understand that Psylocke is better there, but I just like her better.
Depends on the matchup. Psylocke's better defensively. Storm is better offensively.
Yeah, there we go. And then we got Coulson, Fantastic Four, Wakandans. Okay, so
Brawlers. Okay. Oh, okay. You mentioned this. Okay, I was curious.
Okay, so there's a lot of different combos. You can definitely put Captain Marvel here. You could put Psylocke here. I was not getting any value out of this team without Spider-Man. Spider-Man was doing the defense down and doing all the dirty work of this team, and I was having a lot of value there. So I wasn't finding Spider-Man adding to the Spideyverse team, and I replaced him with Drax.
And you're talking for
war? Only war. I don't care about Blitz. I don't.
All right.
So this is war only. This is
Aimtron. I love it.
Go for Thor. stun Thor and then systematically pick apart the team. You can slightly punch up against Asgardians, and where else do you punch up against Asgardians? It just doesn't exist. It's usually lateral. I mean, maybe you can punch up a little bit, but most of the time it's like that's a sketchy matchup almost always.
Yeah, for most teams.
Yeah, and so that's been fun. Defenders. This is just throw whatever's left over. This is literally kitchen sink right here. Actually,
150K team that takes it out.
Yeah, this does nothing but punch down. This is literally a cleanup team, like something like 2 people left over.
Light decks.
Yeah, this does nothing. This is just nothing at all whatsoever. This right here has been interesting. Right. I did actually a massive punch down with Hydra on this before. Like 150K Hydra team. I've had some mixed results with this team. I don't think I've got it down yet. It seems to me that these 3 end up just living and doing their thing and getting all the turn metering going. It's really about these 3 right here. This has been much better now with the T4 on the special on Mordo. I need to get a higher Ghost Rider and Elsa on this team right here for it to work, because they're the damage dealers. And it's just, when is this guy going to be farmable? Please make him farmable. Marauders on defense. I think you could use Riot Guard, Kingpin, or Hand Sentry. I probably would put Kingpin here if I pull him off the Brotherhood team. I don't use this team. I don't use it.
Yeah,
I don't use it.
I wanted that team. I wanted that team to work so well. Well, it's like you told me. You got to finish Dark Dimension 3 for that team to work. You need those red stars on Ultimus.
Yeah, this team does not. I mean, I punch down, and I'm sure there's uses for it, but I just don't get a lot of value out of it. And then I'm not really working on my Sinister 6. They're fine. And then right there, I've got my RedSkull. The RedSkull just soaks up a Black Bolt team, and that is it. I'm happy if it does.
Love it.
Yeah, I just or punch down with whatever you got. It seems like. I've had people try using Kree or Defenders like 100 and something K punch down, and they lose. It just times out. And it's like, wow, you did, so, I mean, it takes a high offensive team to beat this, and they, it's like something that would have been used against an Asgardian team. I'm taking away from, whether that's Inhumans or Fantastic Four or BKT, but a BKT team's going to have a hard time against that unless they, it is what it is. So what do you think?
Down. Yeah. I like it. I'm very jealous of those certain characters. One thing with the Marauders, I've seen people using Cable. I'm not sure the results of that as the 5th, but I know a lot of people are using it. So that is a combo that I'm hoping to try someday.
Yeah, I have a higher, I think what it is out of all the logical choices to go there's a bunch, right? It's just that Hand Sentry had the highest power, 40,000. And I'll put Kingpin there, and then what do I do with my Crossbones? I don't know. I guess I'll put my Crossbones on this team up here. You know what I mean? Because what else do you do with it, right?
Yeah, take out that girl. What is her name?
Yeah,
Operative.
Sealed Operative, and put in Kingpin, or not Kingpin, but Crossbones. Yeah,
Crossbones.
Yeah. I mean, it seems like every month I have to make some minor changes in here, and it just depends. And sometimes I don't like it. Like right now, I need to run, don't walk, and move these 2 around on BKT because this is the wrong setup against RedSkull. It's just the wrong setup. And that is what it is. All right. Well, guess what time it is?
Giveaway time.
Are you going to do the giveaway?
I think we already talked about the giveaway.
Okay.
What flavor are we going to get, my friend? What are we going to get?
I really hope you like this video, dude. And if you did like this video, you are in luck. For every single person that likes this video, you will be getting for free in your account an 8 Red Star pepperoni Hot Pocket.
Oh!
This is not a
scam.
Yeah, baby. Yeah, dude, man, food is so weird lately, man. I just eat what I can get. Can't be too picky, right? All right, guys.
Not nowadays.
Yeah, head over to Valley Flying's channel. We did a similar video doing his roster view. And as always, thanks for watching and keep on gaming. Bye.
Gamers are cool.
Gamers are cool. You're cool. You're pretty cool, Valley.
You're cool. You're cool.
Yeah, you're
cool.
You're pretty cool.